This lesson is about how to find segments formed by two secants. So this is the formula. You see two secants intersecting a circle, and there are little parts and big parts. So be careful because this is where kids make mistakes. This is the part outside, this is the part inside, and this is the whole part. Notice that the part inside, BC, isn't in our formula, or ED. So you're taking the entire part from where it intersects the circle to where the two secants intersect, and you're multiplying it by the outside part, and then it equals the outside part times the whole thing. So that can be tricky. I'm going to do this one first because it's a little bit easier. So the outside part is 5. The entire thing, and this is where a lot of mistakes are made, is not 5x. A lot of people want to just multiply for some reason, but if you knew this was 2, then you would say 2 plus 5 for the whole thing. So make sure you know you have to add these together. So x plus 5 is what we have there. And that equals the entire thing here times the outside part. So 4 is the outside part times the entire thing. The 6 plus 4 is 10. Well, 4 times 10 is 40. And if we distribute, you don't have to distribute, but most people would want to. You could just divide by 5 first, but I don't want to confuse too many people. If you're comfortable with that, you can do that. So 5x plus 25 equals 40. So we're going to minus 25 from both sides. And when we do that, we get 5x equals 15. And to get x alone, we divide both sides by 5, and we get x equals 3. Double check. If we put a 3 in here, that makes this whole thing 8. 8 times 5 is the same as 10 times 4, both 40. So we know we're right. So let's go back up to this one. Remember, it's the outside part times the whole thing. So on this side, we have 8, which is the outside part, times the whole segment, which is 8 plus 10. And then we have the outside part times the whole segment. Now I put this down here so that it can help us a little bit. It's 18 plus x. It's not 18 times x. So let's distribute. Well, first we'll use parentheses. We'll use our order of operations. 8 plus 10 is 18. And if we distribute here, we get 18x plus x squared. So notice when the x squared comes up, that's a quadratic equation. So we solve it a little bit different than linear equations. So 8 times 18 is 144. So that means we need to get everything on one side with quadratic equations. So we minus 144 from both sides. Now there's nothing like that, so there's no like terms. We get 0 on the left side, and I'm going to put it in the correct order. X squared plus 18x minus 144. Now we have to factor. We've got two factors of 144, negative 144, that add up to 18. Now hopefully you remember from factoring. I did a couple. 12 times 12 is 144, 8 times 18, 9 times 16, 6 times 24, and that's finally when I found a difference of 18. So I know that since this is a positive 18, that's going to be a positive 24, and this is going to be a minus 6, equals 0. So moving up here, we know that x then, to make this 0, would be a negative 24, and to make this 0 would be a 6. We ignore negatives because this cannot be negative 24. So we know that our only option is x equals 6. So even bumping it up another notch is this problem right here. So if you don't have anything this scary, you can just end now. But let's try this just for the fun of it. We have the outside part, and we have to multiply that by this whole thing, which is going to be x plus 11. And that's going to equal the outside part times the whole thing, which is going to be x plus 1 plus x plus 5. So let's do parentheses first. So that's 2x plus 11 inside the parentheses. And inside this parentheses is 2x plus 6. So now we're ready to get rid of our parentheses. X times 2x is 2x squared. X times 11 is 11x. And here we're going to use FOIL. X times 2x is 2x squared. 1 times 2x is 2x. 6 times x is 6x. And 1 times 6 is 6. Notice there's a 2x squared on both sides. That means they go bye-bye. Because if you minus 2x squared from both sides, they both go away. So now I want to combine these x's. 6x plus 2x is 8x. So I want to, because it's linear, because I got rid of my quadratics, I need to get all the x's on one side and the numbers on the other side. So 11 minus 8x is 3x. And what's left on this side after those went away is 6. Now it doesn't look too bad, and 6 divided by 3 is 2, so x equals 2. Always check. If this was 2, that makes this 13, or the whole thing, 15. So 2 times 15 is what we want to see. If that equals 3 times, and then if we put a 2 in there, that would be 7, 8, 9, 10. And does 3 times 10 equal 2 times 15? Yes, it does. So we did that correctly. And that's the lesson on segments formed by two secants.